Dear students, about DSS, in the third unit, in the last class, we discussed about the group decision supporting system. Okay, group decision support system, and we also discussed about that master decision making support system. Okay, master decision management support system, and we also discussed about master management support system of the hardware or components. Okay, and we are going to discuss about the information system. Okay, executive information system. We are going to discuss about the executive information system. So what is the executive information system? Executive information system is nothing but it is like a business information system. It is like business information system, that is information and communication technology, that is information and communication technology, that is ICT, have brought a revolution in our daily life. Okay, business information system is rapidly increasing, is rapidly increasing because most of the companies are using this executive information system. Okay, because most of the companies are using executive information system, right? And economy and hard working patterns. Okay, it is also involving in improve the economy and working patterns. Okay, how the workload should be transferred, how the workload should be divided, how can we improve the economy also. And we are passing through an era which is dominated by science and technology, which has reduced distances and increased speed and efficiency of our work. Many, of course, it is there, is it not? See, we are in the era of the technology, new technology, is it not? So many life science technologies are implementing, so that we are using the technologies, and we are minimizing the manpower. We are minimizing the manpower, and we are expanding the efficiency of our work many times. Okay, so the executive information system is a type of MIS, management information system, is a type of management information system, and intended to facilitate and support the information and decision making needs of senior executives by providing easy access to both internal and external information relevant to meeting the strategic goals of the organization. See, this is nothing but it is a part of the management information system. It is also known as the business information system. And what is the purpose of this EIS is, the purpose is to make the efficient strategies to play the major strategic place. Okay, to play the strategic roles in the organization, to minimize the things, to minimize the manpower, to minimize the fund, to minimize the machinery, to minimize and to improve the economy, to improve the inventory, like that. Okay, it is commonly considered as a specialized form of DSS. It is highly informatic. It is highly informatic. That is, it is one level above of DSS. It is one level above of DSS. Okay, so the components of EIS, Executive Information System, can typically be classified, or the components of EIS are classified into hardware, software, user interface, telecommunication. See, the major components of DSS itself is hardware, software, user interface, and telecommunication. Is it not? There we started with the user interface, hardware, software, telecommunication, and here we started with the hardware, software, user means we are highlighting the hardware here, is it not? The first point, it is hardware, software. There is no difference between the first, second, third point. So the components of the EIS is hardware, software, user interface, telecommunication. You know what is the hardware? Okay, what is the hardware? It is a system. System is connected with the internet connections, networking, and the printer, and this, and the keyboard, display. Okay, and router, everything. Okay, So what and all the information is going to display on the system is known is affecting, is reflecting, is known as the hardware. Okay. So what is the software? Software is nothing but it is what is able to see on the system. Is it not? What is we are able to see on the screen is known as the software. Is it not? Okay. User interface. How we are going to communicate with the hardware to work on the software. Is it not? User interface is nothing but how the human being is interacting with the systems, that is hardware, to communicating to work on with software. Okay. And what is telecommunication? Telecommunication is nothing but it is a communication system. See, I am communicating to you through this language. Is it not? So at the same time, I am also communicating with you by this telecommunication system. By this telecommunication is nothing but it is the telecommunication is involving in communicating. Again, what is telecommunication? The things, hardware, software, and connections and networking, the things. Okay. So what are the advantages of EIS? What are the advantages? That is basically it is one level of DSS and it is easy to access and it is easy to take the decision. It is easy to implement the strategies. Okay, so that is only there. Easy for upper level executives to use. See, always in an organization, in the last class also we discussed, there are the 3 levels or 4 levels. Okay, there will be the 3 levels or 4 levels, the upper level, middle level, third level, fourth level. Okay, or upper level, middle level, low level. Okay, so what happens? This EIS is used with the upper level, that is above of the management level. Above of the upper level executives will use this EIS, okay, and is not required in any operations. Okay, where that operations will go? Operations is one domain, one department. Okay, so it is not for operations. It is for the the mechanisms of invent or the designing and manufacturing. There we will use the EIS. Okay, and provides timely delivery of company summary information. By using this EIS, it is easy to provide timely delivery of information. Okay, time to time the information we can receive by using this EIS. Okay, information that is provided is better understood. Whatever the information that we are receiving from EIS is is easy to understand. It is the exact information that we are getting about the organization. Okay, and management can make decisions more promptly. Based on that, management can take the decisions, appropriate decisions can take. Improves tracking information. Okay, so always there should be a tracking system. What is tracking system? Tracking system is nothing but it is cross checking. Is it not? It is cross checking. Suppose the flow of information is going. Suppose there is the designing of a product is going on. So how can you know how the things are going, whether it is going in a proper way, or is there any problem, or is there any overcome, or any issues are raised? So we can see with the cross checking. Okay, here also it is using the tracking information, tracking how it is going in a smooth way or any problem or any error or any issues raised. Okay, so through this EIS, it is improves tracking information and offers efficiency to decision makers. Okay, through this EIS is also offering efficiency in decision making. Yes, if every information that you got, it is easy to take any appropriate decision for that. So for anything there is an advantage means there will be a disadvantage. Keep in mind, there is an advantage shows that a background there is a disadvantage for that. Okay, so if you are working hard is a struggle, but there is an advantage for that. Okay, if you are taking light, okay, if you are taking light you can enjoy, but there is a disadvantage of that. Is it not? So disadvantages of EIS, system dependent. This is execute information system is purely 100% is related with the system. Okay. So what is the disadvantage? System dependent. You have to use always with the system. Okay, and limited functionality. Okay, by the designing of the EIS, it is a limited functionality of the above management level system. Okay, so limited functionality and information overload for some managers. Okay, what happens? It is above the management level, the first level. So they only have to. They actually their the manpower is low for them. Okay, the manpower is low for them, and the manpower is medium in middle management, and the manpower is more high in the low level. Okay, so there is a minimum manpower is there, information overload for some managers. Okay, and benefits hard to quantify. Okay, so what are the benefits we are getting by using after using the CIS to quantify to measure is little bit hard. Okay, and high implementation cost. See, to use this EIS, it has to be paid much money for that. Okay, to get much money, and we have to purchase and we have to keep. It is high implementation of cost. System may become slow. Okay, because you have stored so much information, so system may also be slow and large and hard to manage. Okay, where the content is very high, very huge, so that the system may be slow. It was in olden days. Now we can store the information in the systems more than a bundle, a number of books, is it not? 120 GB, 500 GB we are getting nowadays. Okay, this is, I think this is the old statement. Okay, so but there is a large amount of data. Okay, need good internal processes for data yes, the system configuration should be in efficient, in a strong manner. What is system configuration? The RAM, ROM configuration process, the speed should be in a high low. Okay, need good internal process. System internal and primary memory, secondary memory, the process, and the everything should be a in a good manner, and may lead to less reliable and less secure data. There is a less secure for the data for this. Okay, less secure data for this. So by using this EIS, where we can use. Okay, so there are the applications. The applications are manufacturing, marketing, finance, and other areas. Okay, EIS can be used for manufacturing, marketing, and finance and other areas. Okay, so after realizing its advantages, people have applied EIS in many areas. Okay, the EIS is using in many areas like manufacturing, marketing, and finance. Okay, it has one primary objective, that is to provide the managers with the necessary information for making intelligent decisions. Okay, see, when everything is there, it is again depends on the person who is there is taking the decisions, is it not? If according to the information they are getting, if he is not efficient to take the decisions, a proper decision, the information, the system they are keeping is waste, is it not? Again, it is depend on the person who is monitoring the system, is it not? Information to make the intelligent decisions. He has to take the intelligent. Even you people also have to take the intelligent decisions, because when you are working as a middle level, management level managers, you are the responsible for the low level and for the high level. Okay, so the way you are taking the decision should be intelligent decisions, always should be there. Okay, and this approach not only helps in bringing decision making information directly to the executives, but also goes one step further than typical management information systems by allowing decision maker to interact with the computer. See, the person who is executing EAS, the person should be efficient. The second statement is also reflecting the first statement. Okay, what it is saying? Step Also one step further than typical management information systems by allowing decision maker to interact with the computer. He should be a good familiar with the system. What is meant by familiar with? Nowadays everyone is familiar with the system, is it not? So in what way he should be familiar? He has to able to certify that EIS. Okay, he is communicating with the EIS with the system, with communicating, and he is combining some two systems, or he is evaluating like that. Okay, that is his intelligence. So, decision support system is a specialized MIS designed to support and executives. MIS, Management Information System. Skills at the stage of decision making, that is problem identification, selecting relevant data, picking the approach to be used in decision making, and evaluating the alternative courses of action. See, these are all it is, specifying what are the areas this EA is implementing, that is problem identification, selecting relevant data, picking the approach to be used. Okay, these three are shows how efficient the person who is taking care of EIS, taking care of EIS. A decision support system must generate information in such a form that executives may understand, and at a time when such an information is needed, and place the information under the direct control of the executive. See, the decision whatever that is going to take, it should be information going to the lower levels. The lower executives may understand, and at a time when such an information is needed, and place the information under the direct control of the executives, it is passing to the next levels. So, thus, the DSS enables the business executives to take the efficient, effective, and economic decisions, so that it is helping to take the efficient and effective, and economically also it is good. Okay. So, future of executive decision making and EAS. What is the future trends by using the executive decision making? Okay. It is a way to organize information intended for use in decision making. Okay, it is the way. It is what you can say. It is a proper way of keeping the information. It is the proper way of handling the information. It envelope the use of a database for a specific decision making process. This is also is using for a specific decision making process. Okay, and keeping as a database for specific decision making process. A decision support system does not automate transformation performed on data, nor simply provide output in the form of reports. Rather, it supports the decision maker's problem solving approach. It is not a simply data. So whenever you are taking the appropriate decision by using the EAS, is more highlighted in the sense it is rewarded. It is not reward. It is people can watch it. Okay, people can watch it, and it is identified. It is identified, performed on data, not simply provide output in the form of report, but directly, indirectly, it shows the talent of EIS. Okay, so it reflects its effectiveness. It reflects its effectiveness. A DIS allows the decision maker to interact in a natural manner due to the careful design of the user interface. By using the user interface also, this EIS is using. Okay. So decision support systems are designed to help support decisions that are formulated as semi-structured complex problems. So by using this EIS is using as for structured, semi-structured, and complex problems. Structured and means it is a manner problems, in manner problems, or it is a difficult problems. This EIS is going to use. These problems remain resistant to complete computerization. So, what are the realistic problems that we are facing as complex problems or structured, unstructured, are going to frame by using the EIS through in computerization. A DAS may be constructed to support one-time decision. DASs may be constructed to support one-time decision. Those that are infrequent. One time means say frequently is regular. Rarely means infrequent. However, the type of problem or opportunity best addressed through use of a DSS is one that requires human judgment. It is also is using for how far so far you are able to take the decision is known as the human judgment. Is depends on the human judgment. Okay. A decision support system is typically designed for either a particular decision maker or a group of decision makers. It is related to a person or a group of persons. This allows the system designer to customize important system features to adapt to the types of representations. Rana sir, Vijay. Oh, thank you. Okay. Rather than building a specific DSS from scratch, a system analyst can use a package of interrelated hardware and software called a DSS generator. Okay, it is not simply taking whatever the the different decisions already existing are there. It is like a scratch, but by using this EIS, TASS, it is interrelated hardware and software called the DSS generator. DSS generator, that is a meaningful specific functionality of a specified purpose. Of a specified purpose. A decision support system is best computerized as a process instead of a product. It is not a product, is it not? So DSS is not a product. It is used to get a suitable product. Okay. So it is conceptualized as a process. Conceptualized. What is meant by conceptualized? It is well mannered. It is well mannered as a process instead of product. There are various other factors that are to be taken into consideration while making managerial decisions. That is, DSS manages the some total factors are data, decision rules, mathematical models, managerial knowledge, human judgment. See, the five things that we have to consider, that is data, content. Okay, what is that data is there in DSS, EIS, MIS, BIS. Okay, and what are the rules based on the data? What are the decision rules are framed? Decision rules are framed, and by using the decision rules, we have to apply in the for the purpose, specific purpose. That is mathematical models. Is it not? It is interrelated with our problems. It is known as the mathematical models and managerial knowledge. To use all this, you have to have the management knowledge. That is what there is a demand for this MBA. MBA is using anywhere in the industries, whether it is hospital, whether it is industry, whether it is a banking, whether it is a government, or there is a huge demand for this MBA. Okay, management level. Okay, but it is depends on the managerial knowledge. It is depends on the managerial knowledge and the way you are going to take the decisions according to the problem situated. Okay, so right time, right decision leads into a better position. Okay, so expert systems try to capture expert knowledge of the problem domain or specific problem area and use that knowledge to make decisions. See, this statement is explains about the way you are going to practice and practice and practice, you will get a better understanding about the problem situations. Okay, that is knowledge is stored as a separate entity called a knowledge base, which is analogous to the database in a database system. So when you are going on practicing by seeing the problems and facing and giving some better ideas, so you are a knowledge person, is it not? You are a knowledge person. So where people want a person like you, is it not? The organizations are wanting like you people, is it not? So you are a knowledge person, knowledge based. Okay, that is knowledge base, which is analogous to the database in a database. How the database is using in the system, you are using for the organization. Your purpose is using for organization. In a database system, the database management system is a complex program that manipulates the database. Okay, so when you, whether you studied or not, we, for every system, every organization, database is there. Is it not? When something is you are entering, okay, on the system as your rule number or same this and that, that will be stored in the database. Is it not? So the database is storing the information in a sequence. In a sequence, whenever according to the end user like you and me is required, it is going to display. Is it not? So that like that, how efficiently it is working there, you are also have the same, with the same efficiency you will work for the organization. In an expert system, the interference engine is a complex program that manipulates the knowledge base. Okay, here the interference, what is meant by interference? It is a complex, it is a problem. Okay, the sequence is occurring. When it is going on the sequence, disturbing. Okay, sequence is disturbing. Interference engine is complex program that manipulates the knowledge base. When you have the knowledge, but sometimes there are situations that the system may not apply smoothly. So some interference may occur. So at the time, which is sometimes called the database in the expert system literature. There it will called as a database knowledge. Here it is some interference is also occurs. Okay, data in database tends to be numeric with some character data. Okay, so data is means by it is character. It is saying information in knowledge base is more qualitative or textual in nature, and interference engines may use qualitative reasoning rather than quantitative models to reach decisions. Okay, so there is already a clear observable trend towards the development of decision support systems that integrate databases, knowledge base, mathematical models, and expert system interface engines into integrated systems for management decision making. So this is also part of whatever that we discussed. It is explaining your knowledge based mathematical models, everything expert. Okay, the potential impact of these decision support systems is tremendous. So by implementing, by gathering this knowledge, the system knowledge, EIS, MIS, and BIS, okay, keeping in your mind your efficiency, it shows the potential impact of the organization. Is it not? It is very much tremendous. Okay, users of decision support system. Who are the users of the decision support systems? That is terminal mode, clerk mode, subscription mode, intermediary mode. Okay, what is meant by terminal? Terminal is nothing but one side, one side. Okay, so there are in any organization, organization is accommodated with the sides, different managements. Okay, so what is the one side? One side how the system they are using. That they are also using this DSS, is it not? So terminal mode, this side also is, that side also is it not? Or you can say we also discussed about the centralized DSS. Centralized terminal, both are same. Terminal is one side, centralized is all the sides. Okay, clerk mode. Clerk mode is a clerk also can be used this DSS. Subscription mode. Subscription when you about your organization, the third party who is our working, so they are also involving in the subscription. They are having the subscription and they are using your DSS. They are also is going to use, and intermediate the middle people also can be used with this DSS intermediary, that is the middle level. Okay, so with these topics that today EIS and EIS efficiency we discussed today, you go through this literature, study, and if you find any problem to understand, you can communicate. My mail ID is there, my number is there. We can communicate so that we can go further. Right? Thank you.